welcome to Gavino's TV. I'm Ina, and we're actually making savory puff pastry today. I'm actually very new at baking, and this is something new that I'm actually trying also. And it looks really good. As you've seen in some of my videos before, I've been doing a lot of baking, but it's more of cookies and cupcakes. So this is the first time I'm actually making something savory. So you see here, there are a lot of ingredients. All of these are from Gavino's. This is puff pastry, so this is the first time I'm actually working with this also. We have mozzarella cheese, we have eggs, ham, and cheddar cheese, as well as chicken floss and flour. So we're going to try to flour this puff pastry. Do this first. Actually, I started baking again just last year at the start of the pandemic. And I stopped cooking and being in the kitchen for 2 decades because nasabugan ako ng oven when 2 decades ago, I was so scared to go back in the kitchen. I was baking before and then sumabog siya. So medyo na-trauma ako and never cooked and never baked again. And noong pandemic, I had the time. I tried with all of my fear. I tried baking again. And Gavino's actually was really part of my journey kasi I started with the mixes kasi hindi na ako marunong. Tagal ko nang hindi nagluluto. So parang hindi na ako marunong ulit. And the mixes were something that I used kasi madali siyang gamitin. Just like this puff pastry kasi I don't think I can roll the dough and make the dough myself. So this one, you can easily buy like this, as in flat. And we're actually going to cut it. Wait. So I will just flip this first. Yan. And then, let's put a little bit of flour again para lang hindi siya dumidikit. So, what's nice about this kasi you can actually store this in the freezer and then just ilabas mo lang siya pag kailangan mo siya. So, this sheet, it's 13 by 18. So, we're actually going to make, yung isang sheet na to, makakagawa siya ng 6 na puff pastries. So, we'll cut it. So guys, hindi ako ganun kamarunong. Ang laki ng knife. Try natin. So we're cutting it. So I'm dividing it in half and then half again. So apat-apat. And then we'll cut it into 3. So you'll actually make 12 squares kasi papatong mo siya to seal it. And then the food is inside. Actually, ito, I was surprised kasi parang nakaka-intimidate ang puff pastry, guys, really. Especially for me, that's a new baker. Pero because of the ready-made na dough, ang dali lang pala niya. Lalagay mo lang yung ingredients, seal it, and then bake it. That's it. Minsan, you see that, parang minsan medyo nag-open up siya, you can actually try to seal it again. Kasi dough naman siya. So, nababalik mo. So, what we're doing today, so 3 fillings siya. 1, we'll just put mozzarella cheese para mag-ooze out yung mozzarella. Especially my kids. I have 3 kids. Yung kids ko mahilig sa cheese, pinapapak nila. So, we'll make 1 na just cheese inside. We'll make another 1 that's ham and cheddar cheese naman inside. And then, chicken floss para maiba naman yung loob. So, this is sobrang simple to make. My favorite, the kids really like cupcakes because they like to decorate it themselves also. Lagyan natin ng flour ulit. So, mahilig sila sa sprinkles. And when I visited Gavino's, sobrang daming cute na sprinkles. Yung hindi lang yung typical na sprinkles. They have yung parang mga gold and then nuggets na kakaiba talaga. And I haven't seen that anywhere. So, yun yung favorite ko is different kinds of cupcakes and iba-ibang colors. I've made donuts also na frosted na iba-ibang color. And I think yan yung isa sa mga videos ko na pumatok talaga, yung rainbow-colored na donuts and cupcakes that I made. Which is surprising kasi nga hindi ako marunong. So this is mozzarella. We'll put, let's be generous, pero not so much kasi baka lumabas siya sa puff pastry natin. Parang 2 each tayo for this one. So, dalawang puff pastry na mozzarella, dalawang ham and cheese, and 2 chicken floss. So, ganito lang siya. So, you actually just cover it. Ganyan. So, I have a fork here. Sisil lang siya. Diba? Ayan. So, tabi muna natin siya. Here. So we already made the mozzarella, and then the chicken floss will make the one with ham and cheddar cheese. So i-slice muna natin yung ham. Ayan. Kasi mas malaki pa yung ham kaysa sa yung puff pastry natin. So we just slice it para kumasya siya. I cut it in 4, and then i-overlap lang natin siya inside. So, ayan, you can see the ham and then the cheese. Medyo siniksik ko siya para masarap when it actually bakes and it melts. See lang natin siya. While you're doing this, you should already preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius para ready na siya. Kasi mabilis lang siyang gawin. I've seen yung iba, may mga iba-ibang shape na ginagawa nila with this. Para cute. Or you can actually make it smaller. Pwede rin siya instead, because what I made today is savory para maiba naman. Kasi I've been baking sweet stuff all of the time. So, I tried savory this time para different. But you can actually put chocolate, you can put apple filling, yung mga sweet na stuff. Kasi masarap din siya with puff pastry. Ayan, so we're done with this. So may filling, there's filling already inside with the mozzarella, the ham and cheese, and then the chicken floss. We're actually going to start baking. We're going to put the baking sheet, baking paper muna. And then, we're actually going to transfer this here. And then that's why you see eggs here kasi lalagyan natin siya ng egg wash because the egg wash will make it golden brown pag nag-bake siya. What's nice about the puff pastry is that kasi nagra-rise siya. So kaya ang sarap niyang kainin na it's flaky and crunchy pag natapos na siyang i-bake. Yan. So we'll make the egg wash. So we just beat the egg. So, i-beat lang natin yung egg. There. And then, yan. We will just brush the egg dun sa puff pastry dough. Ito actually yung nagpapaganda sa kanya na it makes it golden brown. Nako, for sure, the kids will love this talaga. Lalo na yung madaming cheese. And I think my husband will like the chicken floss kasi pinapapak na yung chicken floss. And naisip ko, since ang ganda niyang tingnan, pag na-bake na, tapos ilagay mo siya sa box, maganda na rin siyang pang-gift. Thoughtful pa because you baked it yourself. Ayan, since last year, I probably cooked almost 100 different recipes already. From savory to sweet, iba-iba. Sobrang iba-iba. So, nakakagulat for someone na hasn't cooked for 2 decades. Biglang meron na akong almost 100 recipes. So, we're done with egg wash and ready to bake it and put it in the oven. So, we're going to bake this for 25 to 30 minutes. Siguro just check your timer. after the 25-minute mark, if you want to na mas golden pa siya, mas brown pa siya, add a little bit more, add 5 more minutes in your baking time. So while we're waiting for our puff pastries to bake, magkwento lang ako. Actually, I saw this when I visited Gavino's. This is an exclusively designed box just for Gavino's. I visited them in their new branch in Evangelista in Makati. And as in, nagulat ako kasi I've been to other baking stores before and it looks very, very different. It's really a very nice concept store. Hindi siya magulo. It's so easy to find things. Yun. So, ang ganda ng store. You guys really have to visit. So, yun. Kanina I mentioned, kasi ang pretty ng puff pastries when you actually bake it, it's also a nice idea to give it as a gift. So, this box is so perfect. It's really nice. Lagyan mo na lang ng ribbons. Guys, if you want to follow me on social media, my name is @inaday.ph. You'll see a lot of my recipes there. I actually have a cooking series which is #InaTriesToCook kasi nga, I've been trying to cook. Hindi naman ako expert or I'm not a chef or I'm a newbie cook and a newbie baker. And I'm very thankful for Gavino's because, you know, with Gavino's, and I started my baking journey again with Gavino's. With Gavino's, anyone can bake. Ayan, look at that. It's golden brown. It's perfect. And the kitchen smells really, really, really good. Yung nga lang, hindi ko na alam kung nasan dito yung mozzarella, yung ham and cheese. And kasi nag-mix na siya. And if you see here, I actually cooked a few batches already because I'm gonna put them in the box and will gift them to someone. It's actually a really nice idea. Ayan. So, yung freshly baked natin, we will actually put it in a cooling rack first for a few minutes para hindi siya magdikit-dikit when we put them in the box. Especially that. Yan, nagme-melt yung cheese. And sometimes you will see it, the cheese will ooze out oil. So, pag nasobrahan mo rin siya. There. So, yan. So, our puff pastry has been cooled already. So, we'll actually put them in the box. Unahin natin yung batch that I cooked earlier. Ayan, no? You see that there, na meron na yung doily, paper doily natin. So pretty. Ayan. So there you have it. So all of the ingredients in this puff pastry that I made are all available at Gavino's. Just like me, who's a new baker and a beginner baker, it's really nice to have Gavino's. And with Gavino's, anyone can bake.